Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it. Ewa, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Ewa. Where is she? What do you need?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look for someone.
I saw you help arrange the wounded there. Yasholam would need your help more than I do. Thank you, but I must remain to oversee vital military supplies. Jinzhou is the gateway to Huanlong, and the Desert Rock Highland is the gateway to Jinzhou. A single breach could have dire consequences. Our defense must hold at all costs. The Tacit Discords are not humans. They don't do truces or ceasefires. For as long as they exist, this war will rage on endlessly. Supply is the lifeblood of our army, and I am tasked with keeping it flowing. But now we are facing a shortage. Juyen. So, he never sent a letter home? Not even once? The Midnight Rangers are no longer recruiting non-resonators lately. But Juyen was a stubborn boy. Last year, when the battles hadn't gotten so intense, he would trail us rearguards, eager to join the front line. Now, we sent him back to the city time and time again, and he just kept finding ways to come back. Eventually, I caved and took him in to help us here in the base. With the battle escalating, it's getting increasingly dangerous out here. I shouldn't keep him here any longer. I was just thinking about having the logistics team bring him back to the city when you guys showed up. Oh, now I remember. He should be currently on the floor above.
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh, please excuse me. It's a type of old-fashioned explosive. The lament caused a global technological regression and shortage of resources. While tacitite weapons were being developed, most people had limited knowledge of tacitite as an energy source. As a result, primitive products combining old and new technology emerged. The hand grenade was one of them. With the rapid growth of tacitite weapons, these crude explosives were eventually phased out in favor of more advanced weaponry. Well, it's not a local fruit, so we can only get it through imports. But with the recent Tacit Discord outbreaks, we've had to prioritize bringing in the essentials. We'll get back to importing more of these after General Jian makes his triumphant return. Currently, there's only one waterway open, from Port Gunchao in the south of the city. The rear guards would regularly go there to escort goods. What more do I know? The military rarely buys this fruit for rations due to its short shelf life. Plus, it looks too much like a grenade, and that could cause some issues.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person?
Yes, I found Juyen. We will return to the city with Juyen is a man full of courage. Influenced by his veteran grandpa's tales, he longs to join the military and aid in humanity. The journey with you has exposed me to immense suffering, but countless lives have been lost in this war. Master Rongfu once told me, the best sages gain enlightenment in the military. The mediocre sages gain enlightenment in the bustling cities, and the worst sages gain enlightenment in seclusion. I do share some of Julian's feelings. However, Julian disagreed with the intense training and tests required to join the military. He saw no distinction between ordinary people and resonators, and believed I too found what Julian said was reasonable to an extent, and I couldn't change his mind with words. So I tried to imagine what my masters would do. They'd say I didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. My masters taught me valuable lessons through sparring, and I gained important insights from those fights. The shape changes, but not the forms. The more it moves, the more it yields. Less thinking, more knowing. Simplify for clarity. Yes, I pretended to lose, but Julian saw it through. After our fight, Julian admitted he saw the gap between resonators and ordinary people. He seemed to realize how he was still far from being able to fight the tacit discords. He realized how he was just trying to convince himself that he could make a difference, not wanting to acknowledge his own limitations. Fighting on the battlefield requires physical and mental strength, and he was not yet prepared for that. I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Shan Tea House. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the magazine indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think.
So Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about the TD outbreak? If those tacit discords break through our defenses, it would be a disaster for not just Huanglong, but for all of humanity. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the iron in the air. I sense tension and unease. Our soldiers stationed at the borders. I hope they're okay.
General! Follow the Qinglong to war! Retreat to advance. Break! Stay sharp. Bide the time. Tell truth on the side. Fear no more. Settled. Time to fight back. Bide the time. Unstoppable. Don't you worry. Tell truth from the side. Fear no more. Finale. Wind Rider. Time to fight back. Tell truth from the side. Wind Rider. I can take it. Break!
What's the matter? Are you all right? I was worried.
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening.
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Tinglong. The Tinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. The front lines are not far from here. General Tien, it's your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is the streams from the Norfolk Barrens feel more Rover. Something on that battlefield must be connected to you. Though we resonate with the task. Rover?
According to Baja, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is... Teacher Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense. Rover, perhaps...
I will be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. Wind, guide me. Leave it to me. I sense your weakness. One more time.
Let me be your blade. Wuthering!
No hesitation.
Let me be your blade. Something you need? Against the winds. Against the winds.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind. Wind, guide me.
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first. Leave it to me.
Transmitting frequency.
Swift and resolute.
I sense your weakness.
Moment of resonance.
No hesitation.
Let me be your blade. Precipitance!
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. Bad timing.
The hour is upon us. Strike in the shadows.
Let me be your blade. Let the winds roar! Hi! Ha! Leave it to me.
Endless reverberation.
Swift and resolute.
I think I found something, Rover. Ritualistic wooden plaques. Why are they here? These plaques, they seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven...
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Watch out! Something's not right.
Brother. Brother. Help.
It seems to only repeat these lines. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new tacit discord. This one probably turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous. I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. Rover, I think I know what's... It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. The village is crying, waiting for something truly awful must have happened here. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or there must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I'll inform Chuzia about what happened here. Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine, and I don't have any evidence. Thank you, Rover. As for the little one here, let's leave it be. The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away. Look. There are many footprints here. Someone was injured. These cards. Ah, I see. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Frexidus standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Frexidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what... Huh?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it. If you need to hear it from me, then cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such... The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Don't worry, I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Get to begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. So, that makes sense given how fragile you were when you woke up, or I would have questioned the authenticity of those rumors. So you noticed. Oh, I am flattered. No need to be so on edge. By now, you should have realized I'm just one of the onlookers. But out of all the onlookers, I'm the only one who came forward to... Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of... You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes. I know you are not one I can sway. My goal is simple. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the cult? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. So go ahead. What do you see? Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't really trust. So they were right about you. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food. And when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves. Fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like us now. Caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Huh? What is it? Are you back for some chit-chat? I see. A clever move, unbound. But I'm not telling you more. Not yet. You don't want to disappoint me so soon. One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs drawn in by... Nope. Quite the opposite. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could his flock obeyed, bowing their head. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding... What's wrong? Does my... Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food? Oh, so you are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night. Except, as each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, but true equality is scarce. The world was never a fair place. To receive equal retribution, one must give more, and more, and more. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. When they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. Funny. Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual, but the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes, because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the Black Lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the White Lambs did? Those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses. Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your... Answer me and I'll reveal the truth. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Indeed, he held all the power, fulfilling... Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks, as disaster had yet to befall them. If they were given another chance, I believe they would... Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes? Of course, as always. Here's my final question. Don't run. What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock never found out about it. They were deceived to believe the black lamb was the culprit.
Almost there, Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. So they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo. Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the black lamb. the one who breaks the rules. Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up like you say. Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take?
Wind, guide me.
Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead? Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Don't rush. One slip and you'll shatter to pieces.
Sounds come forth.
Speed! Such brutality! Can't you see? We are kin... Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lab? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason? Or the sole apostle? Think about it! The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lab can reclaim the trust of its herd. And eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors!
Let me be your blade. Shape the shapeless! Hey! Rover!
Such a pest.
Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from him!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. We'll meet again in the not-too-distant future.
gone? Should we go after them? Oh, Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could have reached you sooner.
Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Yes, that is a possibility. Let's talk about it later. It seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual. Making up stories based on real life to support us, we cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place. What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you asked. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, as I thought. I just felt a similar vibration from that direction. Please follow me.
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
Look, the water is going down. I can't believe it. Big opening down here. How odd. This place should have been soaked in water, but everything is dry here. Even the That tree. It's stunning. It's almost eerie. Please. Are you trying to tell us? Where did it go? girl just wanted to save her village, but those sacrifices didn't. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last wishes. Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold here. Sorry, Rover. I didn't feel comfortable. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. The villagers were a complex mix of emotions. Hope, resentment, and despair. What was the diary's owner longing for? My apologies. I got lost. I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again, but I still lack the confidence to make that claim. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. To become someone with the strength to stop them from ever happening again. I cannot stop the lament, but at least I should do everything in my power to help those affected. Really? Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Let's go. Yes, let's go.
I will be there for everyone.
Here's the thing. We could really use your help with this ongoing... We've been getting a lot of missing persons report. Nobody ever saw those people assaulted or anything. They just vanished. Some of those people are even resonators, or they've served. Since you're always coming and going from the city, can you help me watch out? Thank you so much. Ring me up when you spot anything.
I see my way clear.
The Seance Society. Never heard of them before. They said they have a solution? But how?
Stand down.
Leave it to me. Embracing change. Acceptable damage.
Saw that coming. Sever! Strike! The die is cast.
Moment of resonance. Strike from the shadows.
Stand down.
Embracing change.
I can hear you calling.
I sense your weakness.
Leave it to me. An oversight. Acceptable damage. I can handle this.
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds.
Sever! Fight. Caught you. Stand down.
Keep it together. No hesitation. Last chance.
Leave it to me.
Endless reverberation. Administering first aid.
Stay calm. Misery follows. Stay put. Stay calm.
Swift and resolute. The end has come. Keep it together. I sense your weakness. Last chance.
An oversight. Embracing change. Acceptable damage.
Target let slip the dogs of war. Stay calm. Do your worst. The die is cast.
Keep it together. No hesitation.
Target confirmed. Sever! War spares no one. Saw that coming. The die is cast.
Swift and resolute. Got time. Last chance.
I can handle this. Strategic adjustment.
Strike from the shadows. The hour is upon us.
Leave it to
Swift and resolute.
rejuvenating snow. Acceptable damage.
Target.
Let slip the dogs of war.
Saw that coming. Caution. Stay calm.
One with the sounds. I sense your weakness.
Target confirmed.
Embracing change.
Foolish.
Target confirmed. Now. Unleash the fangs. Saw that coming. The die is cast.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance.
Stand down.
Tranquility.
Target.
Let slip the dogs of war.
I see my way clear.
I am Baizhi, a researcher at the Huashu Academy.
Quit the chit-chat. Tell me what you need and I'll make it for you, provided your descriptions are...
Oh, time for another afternoon consultation, I see. What's on your mind today?
I will be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
quit the chit-chat.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings. Time for an...
I see my way clear.
I'll do my best.
I'll handle your commission. Alone.
We still have a long journey ahead of us. Let's press on.